I'm going to show you a couple of little corrective tips for lip lining. So if you've got a droopy mouth and you find that your lip liner or your lipstick is starting to just look droopy or catch in the corners of your mouth here, here's a little simple tip on how to combat that. So I'm going to do one side of my mouth just as normal. So if you've got a normal balanced lip and you don't suffer from the droop as we get older, that is something common. And for those of you like myself who've got more of a droop, how you would combat that. So what we do is grab a lip liner. I'm going to use red just so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, so all we need to do is just wind up this lip liner, and the initial line is just follow your lip line. If you've got a bit of a white rim or skin tone rim like I do, which is quite prominent, you could definitely take the lip liner up onto that area to give the illusion of bigger lips. Okay, but if you don't have that, I'm not a big fan of drawing outside of your lip, but you do you. This is how I would lip line my lips. So following the lip line, and notice I'm feathering it. I don't press down and draw and drag. No drawing and dragging, because you end up lining in the wrong spots, okay, pulling on the lip. You want to keep your lip natural, neutral, and just relaxed, and the pigment should be warm enough. If it's the first time you've used it and maybe it's got a little bit of the wax coating, just sort of don't lose the tip, but just maybe roll it around on the back of your hand to get that little bit of that wax off. You should just be able to feather it, okay? So I'm just resting my little finger on my chin and I'm feathering. So back and forth in a little area at a time. Like that, okay? And so then you can just come back and create a bit more definition. Now, so for a normal mouth, you would just follow the lip line right into the corner, okay? So for me, what I do, because I've got a little bit more of that droop, is I stop it about here. So when my lip naturally touches the bottom, I stop it about there. Again, I'm going to feather it. Okay. Now this side of my mouth is a lot lower than that side of my mouth. That's just how I am. Most of us are not asymmetrical. So once I've got the lip line on, I can correct it a little bit by just going up a little bit, okay? So I've corrected that by making that line look a little bit thicker, but just start with your natural lip line first, look at your face, and then you can see what the difference is, and then you can correct it by going a little bit higher up. Okay. I'll just thicken that up a little bit. I've not gone into the corner, but it looks like I have. That one I have. Okay, so droopy mouths, the next thing is the bottom. So I want to do a little, I want to avoid this corner. So I've created a new line, which is, see where my lip naturally sits on it, just here? So I'm creating a new line here. Like that. So that's the first thing I'll do, so that I've already corrected my lip and I don't have any colour in there, which is going to just be moist because it's two bits of skin sticking on each other, and I'm going to end up with that lip liner and lipstick coming down here. So feathering you can see that it's lifted my mouth as well. So I'll do this one, like follow my lip line, and you'll see what I mean. So look how lifted this side of my mouth looks to this side. I mean, it's not particularly droopy, but it could be. Like, this is still more lifted. Now, when I'm doing lip liner, I do like to just blend a little bit onto the lip as well. I don't like that lip line look, because it doesn't matter how well your lips are matched to the lipstick. It just still, as it's fading the lipstick or the gloss, it just looks nasty. So I like to just blend the lip liner onto the lip a bit, like this. Like that. Okay, just to help with that not looking so lip liney if the lipstick comes off. So there you go. A much more lifted side to this. And the next thing that you could do is pop a little bit of the Miracle Blur setting powder over the top of this corner of your mouth. So you could just pop a little bit on with your finger just to help set down that corner a bit more. Okay, and then that's just going to help that lip liner stay in place a lot more. All right, so there you have my tip to lift a droopy mouth. Just popping the eyeliner a little bit, the lip liner a little bit further into the lip, creating a new line on the bottom and the same the top, rather than taking it out like this.